Hey, what's living universe? It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here for an episode of Friday Night Smackdown, fresh off the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Both of the briefcases are part of the Smackdown roster at the moment, with Adam Cole and Bayley as the briefcase holders. Speaking of, Adam Cole is going to be kicking us off tonight to address his Money in the Bank win, and then we've got a big tournament announcement coming up. So here comes Mr. Money in the Bank, Adam Cole, to the ring. At Money in the Bank, our conquest for gold has begun again, because with my briefcase, I am guaranteed a shot at a world championship when I so choose. So, it is very much a guarantee that I will be the world champion. And that is undisputed. Oh boy. Well, here comes the former World Heavyweight Champion making his way to the ring. He's supposed to be in the first round of this number one contenders tournament. Right now, we've got an 8-man number one contenders tournament to the World Heavyweight Championship, and that we'll be seeing matches. This first match will be between Drew McIntyre and Big E. We'll be seeing Daniel Bryan versus Bobby Lashley, John Morrison versus Sheamus, and in tonight's main event, we'll be seeing Edge versus Jeff Hardy. But at the moment, Drew McIntyre is making his way to the ring. Seems that he's not going to let Adam Cole leave before he gets a chance to stare a hole for Mr. Money in the Bank. So a bit of a face-off here. McIntyre staring a hole through Cole before his first round matchup up next. Cole's going to leave the ring as McIntyre steps in. So Cole has left the ring, and Drew McIntyre awaits his first opponent in this tournament. So Big E is going to make his way to the ring. Big E with a huge opportunity tonight, as he's going to be taking on Drew McIntyre in this matchup. So it is the first matchup in the first round of this tournament. We'll be seeing another first round matchup later tonight with Hardy and Edge on our main event. So here we go. This is a big opportunity for Big E. He's never had a singles title opportunity here in Universe, as Drew immediately plants him into the mat. Now Drew picks Big E back up, and Drew grabs Big E, and look at the power here of McIntyre, throws him overhead with a belly-to-belly. Drew McIntyre picks Big E back up, and Drew with Big E. The former world champion throws Big E across the ring, scoops him up, and slams him down. Drew picking him back up again, and Drew, with Big E back to his feet, headbutts him into the ropes. Drew sends Big E off the ropes, and Big E counters. Big E with Drew into the corner, and Big E gets caught. Drew for a right, counter by Big E, and counter from Drew. And now Drew for a right, Big E with a spine buster. Cover. 1, 2, no. Big E not able to put him away. And Drew shuts him down with a clothesline. And now Drew with Big E back up to his feet, and Drew McIntyre. Headbutt. Went for a right, Big E countered. Big E grabs Drew and slams him down, knee into the back. And now Big E, no. Right hand knocks Drew into the corner. And now Big E puts him up on the top, hangs him up. Big E, kick to the ribs of Drew, who falls over. And now Big E getting fired up. Big E picks Drew back up to his feet. And Big E with Drew. Oh, out of the ring goes Drew. Down to the floor, and now Big E picking Drew back up to his feet, and Big E grabs Drew. Right hand from Drew, and an elbow strike. And now McIntyre with Big E into the ring. Drew McIntyre picks Big E back up, and Drew went for a headbutt. No, Big E knocks him back. Big E, whoa, hung up in the ropes. And now Drew, knee into the back of Big E. Drew picking him back up to his feet now, and Drew McIntyre for a headbutt. Big E counters, knocks him in the corner. Big E with Drew up on top. On the top rope. What's Big E thinking here? Big E with Drew off the top for a fallaway slam. Now Big E into a cover. 1, 2. No! Kick out from McIntyre. A kick out from Drew McIntyre. McIntyre rolls out of the way with a boot to the face of Big E. And now Drew picks him back up, and Drew headbutt. And Drew calling Big E up to his feet. Drew McIntyre. 3, 2, 1. Claymore. And just like that, Drew McIntyre is going to advance to round 2. And Drew gets it done and gets through the first round, knocking off Big E in a very back-and-forth battle. Look at that. Boom! Claymore connects. Drew McIntyre, one step closer to another match for the World Heavyweight title. But with that said, we're going to move on and see what's going on with the rest of Friday Night Smackdown. So Drew McIntyre gets the big first-round win against Big E. Nikki Cross gets a win over Carmella in some singles action. The Undisputed Era get a tag team win over Heavy Machinery, as Tony Nese knocks off one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions in Noam Dar. I believe next week we will actually be seeing the rematch between the Hurt Business and Beer Money Inc. for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Up next, the new Intercontinental Champion Cesaro is in action against Fandango. And in the main event, it's another matchup for round 1 as Edge takes on Jeff Hardy. So here comes Fandango to the ring. It's not been the greatest of runs for Fandango here on SmackDown. He's going to be taking on the new Intercontinental Champion. Here he comes. It is former NXT UK Champion, now the Intercontinental Champion. The man who beat Johnny Gargano in a ladder match on this past weekend's Money in the Bank. It's Cesaro. Look at that Intercontinental Championship over the shoulder of Cesaro. Looks like it belongs there. Hard to argue with it. That's Cesaro making his way to the ring. So it is Cesaro versus Fandango in our next bit of action. Here we go. And Cesaro straight out of the gate with an uppercut. Well, this is a chant I haven't heard in years. The fans behind Fandango here. Now Cesaro picks Dango back up to his feet, and Cesaro, right hand, and another, knocks him into the ropes. Cesaro has Fandango off the ropes, uppercut. And now Cesaro picks Fandango back to his feet. Cesaro, right hand, Fandango, knocks him back. And now Dango, thrown over the top. Cesaro grabs him, and Cesaro with Fandango up, and suplexes him back into the ring. Picks him back up to his feet now, and Cesaro. Right hand to Fandango. Grabs him. Throws him across the ring. Into the corner. Oh, Fandango plants Cesaro. And now Fandango. A couple kicks here to Cesaro. And Fandango now pulling back on the arm of the Intercontinental Champion. Could you imagine if Fandango could get this upset of a victory here over Cesaro? Over the Intercontinental Champion. No less. It's now Fandango. takes down Cesaro, and Fandango picks him up, seated position. Fandango with Cesaro up to his feet. Fandango grabs him, throws him across the ring, into the corner. Cesaro out of the way. And now Cesaro, uppercut again to Fandango, connects. And now Cesaro picks him back up, and Cesaro with Fandango. Cesaro gets countered, and Fandango knocks Cesaro in the corner, and Cesaro right hand to the back of Fandango. And Cesaro now picks him up and suplexes him. And now Cesaro grabs Fandango, picks him up to his feet, and Cesaro uppercut to Fandango. And another. And now Fandango struggling. Cesaro picks him back up to his feet, and Cesaro with another uppercut. And now Cesaro picks Fandango up again, and Cesaro. There's a chop, and another chop countered from Fandango. Cesaro kicks him in the ribs. And now Cesaro off the ropes. Cesaro, oh, Fandango with a right hand. Fandango finding the counters tonight. Cesaro with a drop kick. And now Cesaro grabs Fandango, picks him back up to his feet. And Cesaro, whoa, clothesline from Fandango. And now Fandango with a kick to the back, and Fandango, what's he thinking here? Picks up Cesaro. Oh, what a kick. What a kick from no way. Fandango going up. Fandango. Here we go. Oh, went for the last dance. Nobody home. European uppercut. That's what it's called. And now Cesaro's calling him up, and Cesaro with Fandango. Back to his feet. Grabs him. Cracks the neck. Center of the ring. Cesaro with the neutralizer connects. Cover. Turns him over. 1, 2, 3. The Intercontinental Champion is your winner. Cesaro knocking off Fandango. Up next, it's time for the main event. Up next, it's Edge versus Jeff Hardy. It's main event time! It is time for the next matchup in the first round of our number one contenders tournament. Remember, the winner of this tournament will challenge Tommaso Ciampa for the World Heavyweight title at No Mercy. Earlier this same episode, we saw Drew McIntyre knock off Big E in the first round, as the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy makes his way to the ring. Next week, we'll see Sheamus versus John Morrison, and Bobby Lashley versus Daniel Bryan in the other two first-round matchups. As Jeff Hardy making his way to the ring. He's taking on one of his oldest rivals in his career, the Rated R Superstar. Edge. So Edge and Hardy in our main event, a matchup I don't think anyone thought they would be seeing all these years later, but Edge is back here on Smackdown night, and we are doing it. So it's the charismatic enigma and the Rated R Superstar. One-on-one. Let's do this. Rock and roll. Here we go. Oh, and Edge starts it off with a kick. Goes for a kick to the back. Jeff out of the way. Jeff grabs Edge, pops him up, and electric chair takes him down. And now Edge picked back up by Jeff, and now Edge caught with a chop. Jeff gets caught with a chop now. Edge grabs him. Grabs Jeff, throws him off the ropes. Edge boots Jeff Hardy. Down he goes, and now Edge picks him up, and Edge goes for a right. Jeff Hardy counters. Jeff Hardy caught by Edge. Edge picks him up. Jeff counters. And now Jeff Hardy grabs Edge and throws him across the ring. Picks him back up to his feet now, and Jeff Hardy, right hand. Jeff grabs Edge, throws him across the ring, and Jeff Hardy, forearm strike. Jeff Hardy now picking him back up to his feet with a chop. And now Edge grabs Jeff, and out of the ring he goes. And down goes Jeff Hardy. Edge went for a kick to the back. Jeff grabs him, bounces him off the apron. And now Jeff picking Edge back up to his feet, and Jeff Hardy grabs Edge, throws him back in the ring. And now Edge picked back up by Hardy, and Jeff Hardy kicks him in the ribs. Jeff Hardy went for a crossbody, Edge out of the way. Edge with the right hand. And now Edge grabs Jeff and plants him into his knee. And now Jeff picked back up by Edge. Edge with a kick to the ribs. Edge picks Jeff back up to his feet, and Edge with Hardy off the ropes. Edge went for a boot. Jeff Hardy countered. And now Jeff went for a knee strike. Edge clotheslines him. Big clothesline from the Rated R Superstar. 1, 2, no. Jeff Hardy kicking out. Hardy went for a right. Edge knocks him back. And another right hand. Jeff off the ropes. Went for a crossbody. Edge out of the way. Edge grabs Jeff and hits him with a neck breaker. Jeff out of the ring, and now Edge. While Jeff went for a baseball slide, Edge sidestepped him. And Jeff with a crossbody takes down Edge. And now Jeff Hardy picking Edge back up to his feet, and Jeff knocks him back. Jeff trying to go up top here, but Edge knocks him to the floor. Down goes Hardy. Edge with a kick to the back. And another kick. Jeff Hardy in some trouble here. Edge picking him up, and Edge with Hardy back to his feet. Went for a clothesline. Jeff counters. Jeff throws Edge into the steel steps. And now Jeff double axe handle. But Edge countered with an elbow. And now Edge right hand to Jeff. Jeff now back into the ring. And now Jeff Hardy almost seemed to egg Edge on. Whisper in the wind. Didn't quite get all of it, but he did get him. And now Jeff picks Edge back up to his feet, and Jeff Hardy kick to the ribs. Here comes Twist of Fate. Cover. 1, 2. Edge kicks out. Now Jeff picks him up. Jeff Hardy with a right hand. Jeff Hardy with a right. Jeff tries to grab Edge. Edge shoves him down. Jeff getting back to his feet. Edge, right hand of his own, grabs Jeff. Execution. Edge with execution. Into a chin lock on Hardy. And Jeff Hardy trying to fight his way out of this chin lock now. And Jeff managed to slip out of it. Takes down Edge. Jeff Hardy elbow strikes him. And now Jeff has Edge down. But Edge getting back to his feet. Jeff drop kicks him. And now Edge is down. Jeff Hardy looking for the Swanton Bomb. Jeff connects with the Swanton cover on Edge. 1, 2. Jeff Hardy is not able to put him away. Edge kicks out of the Swanton. And now Jeff calling up Edge again, and Jeff Hardy going for another whisper in the wind. He didn't get him though. He missed him. He missed him by a country mile. Edge with Jeff. DDT. And now the Rated R Superstar. What's he thinking here? Calling up Jeff, and now Edge looking for the end with the... went for the spear. Jeff jumped him. And now Jeff Hardy, forearm strike, takes down Edge. And now Jeff Hardy has found the counter to Edge's spear. Edge with a shoulder block takes down Jeff Hardy. And now Edge calling Jeff up, kick to the ribs. And now Edge picks Jeff back up to his feet, and Edge... double axe handle. And Edge with a clothesline. And, plants Jeff into the mat. And now Edge turns over Jeff Hardy. Cover. 1, 2, no. There's a kick out again from Jeff. Jeff Hardy is down. Edge picks him back up, and Edge grabs Jeff again into another execution DDT. And now Edge has Jeff down. What could Edge do here to put away Jeff Hardy? Kicks him in the back now, and Edge back into the corner. Here we go. Edge going for another. This time it connects. Hits the spear. Cover on Hardy. 1, 2, 3. Edge is going to round 2. And just like that, we now know that Edge will take on Drew McIntyre in round 2 of this World Heavyweight Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. Jeff put up a good fight, but in the end, the Rated R Superstar is one step closer to winning the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time in a decade. That's going to do it for tonight, though. Tune into Raw in just a few days' time. Seth Rollins is going to explain his actions against Buddy Murphy from this past week's Raw, and he will welcome Shane Thorne into the Monday Night Messiahs. Until then, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.